Welcome to the WCC Business Club podcast. Every 2 weeks, we sit down with professors, entrepreneurs, and top executives to hear their stories, share insights, and give practical tips for building your career. If you have a question for our guests, ask it in our Instagram stories and hear it answered in one of our next episodes.
Okay, welcome to our second episode of the WCC Business Club podcast. Last episode, we were able to introduce our president and the internal relations team. As we said, our club is actually run like a real business, so we have multiple teams who perform different tasks and contribute to the club's success. We have 4 teams to be specific. We have internal relations, like you learned about last time. We have external relations, finance, and marketing. Our marketing team today cannot be here because they're so busy. We actually have the WCC open house coming up, so they're working super hard on our social media presence and the content that we want to present there, and the club will be there. So if you are interested in getting to know the club, this will be a great opportunity. So that being said, today we do have 2 representatives here from the finance team. We have Shaila and Alejandro, and I have a couple questions for them. They're going to introduce their team to us and tell us a little bit about what they do, what they're up to right now, and if there's any challenges they're facing right now. So I'm going to hand the mic over to you guys so you can speak a little bit on that.
Sure, yeah. Thank you, Janine. So I'm Alejandro. I'm currently the treasurer of the WCC Business Club.
I'm Shaila, and I'm a member from the finance team.
Awesome. So just to kind of introduce some of the things that we've been doing so far is we manage the budget and, how our finances are run, different transactions, and just keeping track of our funding, where it goes, where we want it to go. Just recently, we just filled out our additional allocation form as we're looking to schedule a couple more events by the end of the semester. And we're also in charge of pizza orders, which we just accomplished our first one. And we're looking forward to hopefully getting some new funds so we can bring these new projects to life.
Mm-hmm. I talk about the finance team is basically the backbone to our business club when it comes to money management. We handle everything from budgeting events, like Alejandro said, and tracking our expenses. Right now, we, just like he said, he allocated for the money fundraising. So I would say that we collaborate with all the event teams. So with the events, the marketing, we basically would be the backbone to it.
Okay, and awesome. Do you guys have any experience in real life before you came into the business club? What did you do?
I'm currently a sales manager, so I do work with funding in terms of keeping track of inventory, transactions with that, and just keep in touch of making sure we have things that we need, things that are missing, things like that. Other than that, outside of work, I also have run a couple little local businesses with my friends, power washing, stuff like that, where we did have to keep track of our transactions and our expenses. So I wanted to use that experience to help myself in the business club, as business is something that I'm super passionate about, something that I do want to pursue in the future. So I thought, taking a chance at being the treasurer and actually having access to those funds would be another way to really expand my experience and challenge myself to grow in this aspect.
Yeah, I love that. I know that we have a good mix of people who actually work already and have experience in that, and we have people who have never done that before. So I think that's really cool that we can throw everybody together and everybody gets to pick each other's brains a little bit and we get hands-on experience. Shaila, do you have any background experience on this?
With finance directly, not really. I do own a small business where I bake treats. I work as a nursing assistant. So I do sometimes pop in their financial office and talk with the financial officers we have there. With running my business, I've learned to manage the money, what comes in, what comes out, and just managing in general. So I have a little bit of experience, but not directly experience.
Yeah, we talked about your business before. We're going to have actually an extra episode just with Shaila speaking about her business in the future. Oh, cool. But I just wanted to bring this up because I think it's so cool that we have such a mixture of people. And we actually also, we mentioned this in our past episode also, not everybody is a business major. So this is a great opportunity for everybody to gain some experience, even if it's outside of your major. You can join a team and you can get a little experience and see if it's for you.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a business major. I'm an accounting and finance major. So, like I said, I'm still someone that's passionate about business. So having this opportunity and being around you guys, especially like you mentioned, Shyla has her own business and you're a nursing assistant. I think having those outside perspectives is so great, and especially for someone like me who probably doesn't think like you do. It's so great to get your ideas and your thoughts and things that we need to do, especially in the finance portion of the club.
And right now, I know you're working through, budgets and everything. Is there like any particular big challenge that we're facing right now, or is it smooth sailing? What are we doing?
Sure, yeah, absolutely. I mean, first of all, this is my first time being a treasurer or even being involved in a club on campus. So everything was kind of pretty new to me, and I'm sure other people have had struggles when first joining a club. You're meeting new people. You're putting yourself out there to try and become a club officer. So that was kind of a weird experience for me, but it was very positive as you guys have been super welcoming and open, which I see as such a common theme throughout campus, that people have been so supportive and, just welcome you with open arms. But other than the social aspect, our club is relatively new. So coming into this semester, we didn't have a budget, which created problems as we obviously have aspirations to create certain events, bring in guest speakers, and talk about business. And how we said outside perspectives are super important. Getting those perspectives from actual professionals is something we definitely want to incorporate in our future events. So not having access to funding to create that was kind of stressful, but having the ability to use the additional allocation forms gave us access to some sort of funding, which was great. So moving forward, we will be having events, and hopefully we will. For next semester, we'll definitely have more of a budget so we can create these things that we're looking to.
Okay, awesome. That's really good to know. You just said something that I want to piggyback off. I know we have an event coming up, and I know it happens to be your brother.
Yes, it is my brother, yes.
That will speak for us. So could you just give a little taste and see?
Yeah, absolutely. So my brother, his name's Nahuel Aguirre. He's currently works for a real estate investment company. And he does a lot of data analytical stuff, financial accounting stuff within his job. And I thought it'd be super nice to have him come in and talk to us as someone who went through the SUNY educational system, and the CUNY educational system, actually. He got his undergrad at Baruch, which is actually where I'm looking to transfer into, which hopefully we'll see.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, and he has a master's from an MBA from Binghamton University. So he could also, there's so many students here that are looking to transfer into 4 years, which those two are definitely some of the biggest names of schools that people are looking to. So he not only has the experience in the work, but he also has the experience academically. So he can give us pointers on how to get there from school, and then also how he's doing in his work right now. So.
Awesome. We're super excited for that, and I can't wait to hear him speak. I think this is going to be November 19th, right?
Yeah, next Wednesday, actually.
Next Wednesday, November 19th. It's going to be in the Gateway Center in our business club room that we always meet.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
Updates to come.
We're going to make sure and confirm that. But
yes.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you guys so much for speaking. Before we close out, is there anything we didn't touch on that you would like to share?
Yeah, I mean, I would say, for anyone who's listening, definitely pop in, check out the business club. We meet every single Wednesday. Even if you're not involved or interested in the finance portion of the club, we have so many different things that we offer. And we're just it's been such a wonderful community. So if you are passionate about business, looking for something that could inspire you, or even if you're not passionate about business and you're just looking to be surrounded by some cool people that, are looking to do some things on campus, this is a great place to start. So.
Yeah, that's true. I used to think that clubs are kind of lame. I'm just going to put it out there.
Yeah.
And now I joined the club and I'm having a blast. So if there's anybody listening who's thinking and holding back a little bit, just give yourself that push and come to the club, because we're having a blast. It's not just about finance and about, putting stuff together. It's just, like Alejandro said, a big social aspect to it. And it's super nice to get to know people and network. You can use, make connections for the future, and you never know who's going to be, the next big person out there. So yeah, thank you guys so much for sharing. Before we close out, I just want to remind the listeners, Saturday, November 15th, we have an open house, 1 p.m. in the Physical Education Building. The Business Club is going to be there, so if you're thinking about joining, or if you just want to chat, definitely stop by. I'm stumbling with my own words. But this is a great opportunity to learn more about the club. So thank you so much for listening, and stay tuned for our next episode where Shaila is going to speak a little bit about her business.
Awesome. Thank you.